this rink because it's full all the time, you know.
It's really good. It's good, intense atmosphere to play in. There's a lot of noise, and I think people here appreciate their hockey and they know their hockey.
Come on now. Come on, guys.
Welcome to part 2 of the Nottingham Panthers season of 1993-94. The first half of the season hadn't been particularly special, but the Panthers had got into the semi-finals of the Benson and Hedges Cup, and it's here that we start part 2 with a home leg against the Cardiff Devils. Basingstoke had bitten the dust in the quarter-finals, but the visitors to the Nottingham Ice Stadium for the Benson and Hedges Cup semi-final were the champions, the Cardiff Devils. Could the Panthers do it? It was 2 legs, of course. The first leg coming up. Panthers are underway in the Benson and Hedges Cup semi-final. They couldn't have a stiffer semi-final. Of course, controversy surrounding the draw for this semi-final. Was it a draw? But the Cardiff Devils are here at the Nottingham Ice Stadium, and it's they that the Panthers have to beat. Early stages, just feeling each other out, but Cardiff coming forward already, putting pressure on the Nottingham goal, and Butler, in the netminder, in trouble already. Shot comes in from way out, and that's in. That's a good start for the visitors, and I think it was Stephen Cooper who hit that. It didn't give Butler much of a chance, and the Devils lead 1-0. Panthers trying to get back into it. 1-0 they trail this semi-final. Here's Paul Adey. That's Marlowe. Oh, that's a fine goal, and that's the equaliser for the Panthers. Adey found Marlowe, and Marlowe did the rest. You don't give him chances like that. He'll smack them from any distance. Pressure again on the Panthers' goal, but they'll get it clear to the far end of the rink. Down the right-hand side, it's Paul Adey. He's done well here. Little dummy, but loses possession. He'll win it back here, though. Gets it back. Oh, it's easy, isn't it? Paul Adey in front of the net with space. One touch to control it. The next touch, it was in the net, and the Panthers have a 2-1 lead in the semi-final. Bit of a scrum down. But the Panthers it is who get the better of it. But Cardiff try and clear their lines again. So classy when you give them a moment, Cardiff. And they'll come forward. They don't need asking twice. Perkins trying to battle for it, and the Panthers win it back. And here's Adey, and still Adey, and still... Oh, he picked his spot. The Panthers lead 3-1. And Paul Adey is on fire tonight. Picked up the puck, looked up, beat a couple of challenges, and picked his spot in the net. 3-1, the Panthers lead it. Cardiff just taking their time. Nice and easy does it. Across the ice. Shot from a long way out. Gone wide. Panthers fortunate that time, but still it's with Cardiff. And still they have another chance of a shot. That one goes over the bar. But the shots are raining in on the Panthers' goal. And surely they won't survive for much longer. They get it clear this time. And the hooter is what saved them. End of the first period. Second period is underway. The Panthers leading by 3-1, but under pressure towards the end of the first period. Stephen Butler's goal almost, he almost let his second goal in again. Towards the end of that period, he survived. Cardiff win possession again. In a danger area, the shot is from Shannon Hope. And Cardiff lead 3-2. Hope hit it, and Hope scored, and it's 3-2. The Devils come back into it, and the Welsh are singing. Cardiff still piling the pressure on. They want this equaliser. Panthers have been under pressure for a long time now. Deflected just wide, but it's the red shirts that pick it up again behind the net. Lawless was battling for it. Beaten to it, but the Panthers won't get that completely clear. Still loose across the face of goal, and Lawless, and it's 3-3. And he fires it in to equalise. The player coach has brought Cardiff level. Test of character for the Panthers. 3-1 up, back to 3-3 against the champions. And now trying to find a way to get their noses in front again. Maybe this is it. Andre Marlowe, and bearing down on goal, and shoots and scores. Andre Marlowe, the captain, playing a captain's role, and it's 4-3. And the Ice Stadium erupts once more. They love it when they beat Cardiff. Plenty of work to do yet. 4-3 the Panthers lead. Lambert battling for it in the face-off. Beaten to it though, and Cardiff come away again. Puck is centre ice. And it's the Panthers coming through with Lambert. And they opened up the Cardiff defence, and Lambert strikes it, and the Panthers have a 2-goal lead again. The defence just went to sleep. And it's not often you say that about Cardiff. End of the second period. And the Devils have just 20 minutes of play in which to pull this back. Second leg to come in Cardiff, of course. But they'll want to go back with less than a 2-goal deficit. They'll want to win this one. Panthers still have some work to do yet. And this could be good. Shot comes in. Panthers in trouble again. And shot from a long way out. I think it was Ruggles who hit it. Went just wide, but the Devils keep possession. And still they keep possession. It's Doug McEwen who's gone all the way. And Doug McEwen's put it across the goal line. Bit of a scuffle in front of the net. But it's Doug McEwen who's dragged the Devils back into it at 5-4. The Devils number 7. Can the Panthers hang on? 5-4 they lead it. Coming towards the end of this semi-final first leg. The second leg to come next week in Cardiff. Panthers will have wanted to win by more, and they might still do it yet. The cross comes in. It's beaten clear. Cardiff defenders again there. Time runs out though, but the Panthers win by 5-4. The Ice Stadium is quite happy with that. I wonder if the coach will be. Well, the coach may well have been, but he wouldn't have been the following week. Cardiff won the second leg by 7-4, giving them an 11-9 aggregate and knocking the Panthers out. Well, would Fife Flyers get the backlash? They were the next visitors to the Ice Stadium, back in Premier League action. Panthers Cup exploits over, but still plenty to play for in the Premier League. Game is underway. Panthers keen to avoid another game of the sort we saw here earlier in the season when the Flyers ran out by 4-0 winners. That was an awful night, and let's hope we don't get the same again. Well, it certainly started physically. A couple of charges against the boards, and Lambert already on his backside. Flyers coming forward, and Rhodes is being held, and Rhodes doesn't like it, and we're getting the same sort of game we had last time Fife came down here. On that occasion, Fife won easily. And there's the shot, and that one's scrambled in, and I think it's the big number 24. It's Ryan Kumu. And just listen to the Ice Stadium crowd, they don't like it one bit. Panthers dump it forward, and that's going to be easy for the keeper. And Fife have possession again. And forward they come again. And the shot is in, is it? Robertson forces it across the line. There'll be appeals against that one, but the goal will stand. Ian Robertson, the scorer. The Fife number 20. 2-0 to the Fife Flyers. It's a physical game again. We're getting deja vu. Panthers haven't scored again either. Last time they came here, Fife won 4-0. They lead 2-0 at the moment, but they have possession of the puck again. Doyle just thumps it out of his own defensive zone, but I don't think it's going to stay out for much longer. Fife again with Smale. First time shot. Caught me by surprise, caught the Panthers by surprise, but they can't give him that sort of room. And it's 3-0. Waghorn for the Panthers behind his own net. Plenty of time to find where to play it to. But Panthers find themselves in trouble again. On the defensive again. Just wide. But still loose, and Kumu on it. Oh, he got free. He was completely unattended. And he just wrapped it round and put the Flyers 4-0 ahead. And now we've got real deja vu. It's exactly like last time. 4-0 to the Flyers. Lambert has a chance to get it clear for the Panthers. Here's 80, running out of options and crashes into Kumu. And Kumu just won't move, will he? And that's why this sort of thing happens. But all sorts of trouble again. And referee Ken Taggart trying to sort it out. Well, it's always the same when Fife come to town, isn't it? Same score, Panthers can't score. And then the trouble starts. Panthers still unable to get off the mark. Waghorn's missed that one, and Waghorn's in trouble here. He can't get it clear, and there's Morrison at the far post. And Mark Morrison pops in the 5th. And there really is no answer to that sort of defending. If you defend like that, you can't expect to win. It's Fife again coming forward. And the scramble in front of goal. Kumu in there as always when there's physical stuff going on, but this is Tate and Smale getting themselves involved. And there's trouble elsewhere as well. And it's Perry Doyle and Ryan Kumu. And Doyle's having a go. And well, Kumu doesn't seem to want any of it. To his credit, he just does things when the puck's in play. But Perry Doyle will be off into the sin bin. He's done what the rest of the ice stadium probably wanted him to do. Panthers trail by 5-0. Can they get anything out of this game? Well, they didn't get anything last time Fife came here. And here's Marlowe, the captain, trying to get something going for them. Gives it to 80. 80, good stuff this from Paul 80, and still going, and scores! That's a wonderful move. And Paul 80 just took the puck on halfway off Andre Marlowe and skipped through the rest as if they didn't exist. Into the third period, the Panthers trailing by 5-1. It'll have to be some comeback this, if they're to get anything from this game. But that's what they're trying to do at the moment. It's been better since they got a goal. And still they keep it in that attacking zone. And Fife, for the first time tonight, having trouble clearing the lines. Here's Paul 80 with a chance, gets it across, and it's in at the far post. Think it was Ross Lambert who came in at the far. Whether he got the last touch, I don't know, but he'll claim it. And the Panthers are coming back. It's 5-2. Shot comes in. Oh, it's there! Andre Marlowe brings the Panthers right back into it. That's 5-3. They were 5-0 down. And that's a storming shot from Marlowe from miles out. Panthers attacking again with Lambert. But Fife have the opportunity to clear their lines. And will do so, but for how long? The Panthers have been rampant since they got one goal. There's only been one team in it. Tate, Lambert, yes! It's 5-4. Straight across the face of goal from Ashley Tate and Ross Lambert. Well, it was easy, wasn't it? Just knocked it in. And the Panthers suddenly have reduced the arrears to 1. Fife don't know what's hit them. It's 5-4. Desperate stuff towards the end. Panthers have their netminder off, of course. Trying to reduce the arrears, but they haven't, because Doug Smale has taken advantage. He's broken to the other end of the ice, and he's made it 6-4 to the Fife Flyers. Time ticking away now for the Panthers. They've come so close, but the empty net goal from Smale has given Fife a 2-goal advantage, and surely 2 points to go with it now. 6-4. The hooter goes, the final whistle. Next visitors to the Ice Stadium were the Durham Wasps. Durham had beaten the Panthers in Durham just a couple of weeks before. A 7-6 victory that was. Would this game be as close? Game is underway with the Panthers coming forward. And already Pallister making himself felt. The big number 24 at the back for Durham. They clear their lines. And the Panthers will pick it up again. Carry it forward. Chance of a shot here opening up. Rebound Marlowe. Rebound Lambert. Second rebound. Keeper couldn't keep hold of it. And Ross Lambert makes it 1-0. He was sniffing around as a good goal scorer should. And did what he does best. Panthers have possession again with Perry Doyle. Rhodes is in there battling hard for the Panthers. He has it again, comes in front and scores! Nigel Rhodes has popped one in for the Panthers. A nice little wraparound, did lots of work behind the net and then brought it in front and makes it 2-0. Marlowe behind his own net. Panthers finding lots of space. It's a strange old game, this, almost in slow motion. Space here as well for Waghorn. He can try a shot from there, he does just wide. But still Durham can't get hold of it. And the Panthers battle for it and win it again with Paul Adey. And Adey bearing in goal and scores! Well, how did he get that in from that angle? Well, the keeper will have to ask himself questions. But Paul Adey won't be asking questions, he knows it's 3-0. And the Panthers sailing away with this one. Durham have possession, try and get it out of their own defensive zone, and they do for the first time in quite a long time. They haven't been able to do that for long periods tonight. Panthers lead 3-0 and have a chance to come forward again here. It's with Tate, now it's with Tate again, and Adey! Well, Paul Adey and Ashley Tate, between them, befuddled the Durham defenders. And Paul Adey got the final touch to make it 4-0. 4-0 to the Panthers. If Durham have any answer, they haven't come forward a lot. And when they have, they've threatened little. But trying to work something now. Comes out too Little. Who hits it? Oh, that's it! Well, Richard Little smacked it from miles out, and it seemed to dip over the keeper's glove into the top of the net, and it's 4-1. Into the final period, with Durham still trailing by 4-1. Come forward again. Little's looking for it. Falls to Little, who hits it. It's another goal for the big defenceman. He can't half hit them from a long way out. That one in off the post, and that's 4-2. And surely the Panthers aren't going to let Durham back into this one. Been on top for so long. But here come the blue shirts again. Way in the far corner. Oh, Trickett was hammered by Pallister there. And he goes back for a little bit more. Trickett got a real shove in the back from Pallister. And Pallister, well, he's got a bit of a reputation, hasn't he? But Trickett's certainly letting him know he's there. No fists yet. Ooh, there could have been one there, but Pallister held it. And they'll be off into the sin bin. Little bit of nonsense. And Matt Trickett gets the applause from the Ice Stadium crowd. They're happy, their side's leading 4-2. And that's the reception for Pallister. Off they go. 4-2 then to the Panthers, and the death throes of the game. Surely there's no way back into it at this late stage for Durham. The crowd starts to count down, and the game is over. Panthers have won it by 4-2 against the Durham Wasps. No away games in between that game against the Durham Wasps and the next game at the Ice Stadium a week later against the Peterborough Pirates. Game gets underway then. Peterborough not having the best of seasons. They've already been annihilated here. 15-3, remember, in the Benson and Hedges Cup. I wonder if we're in for that sort of score again tonight. Probably not. Cam Plant and Simon Hunt. Oof, that was a nasty slash by Hunt on Jago. And, well, no surprise really that that started. It's Porter, I think, who was getting involved with Hunt. But it was a nasty slash from Hunt on Jago that started it all off. That's a crunching challenge, if ever I saw one. That's what ice hockey's all about. And the Panthers spring forward. Right from one end of the rink to the other. Knocking it about nicely. Shot comes in and Andre Marlowe makes it 1-0. So easy, they found so much space as they shot from one end of the rink to the other. And Andre had the finish. Panthers 1, Pirates 0. Pirates coming forward, and it's gone in, has it? It has. Well, Parker not making himself particularly pleased as far as the crowd are concerned. Good save. And the Panthers denied. 1-1, still the score. Knocking it around again behind the Pirates net. Here's Lambert. And that's Rhodes. And he does well to keep possession. Still around, and Ady scores from in front of the net. Got a shove in the back from Andrews. And now it's all starting. Andrews shoved Ady in the back. And that's right on 20 minutes. I think Peterborough are querying it. The goal will stand. The hooter hasn't gone. The goal time will be 20 minutes. And the Panthers will lead by 2-1 at the end of the first period. Still to the Panthers. Second period is underway. And here's Lambert for Nottingham, round the back of the net, but they lose possession. And suddenly Jago's in on goal at Jago against Graham, and Jago wins. And the Pirates are level at 2-2. Dale Jago scores the goal, a 1-on-1 with Dave Graham. And it's 2-2. Marlowe shoves it back into the danger area. But it's the blue shirts of Peterborough who come away with it again. And suddenly there's a spring in the step of Peterborough. Forward they come, they've got men over here. And it's gone in. And it's Andrews who scored this time. 3-2. Suddenly opened up for them. Suddenly there were more blue shirts than white. And Andrews makes it 3-2. Come on, linesman, when you're ready. Drops it at last. Panthers keep it in the attacking zone. Shot comes in just wide. Still with the white shirts though. And Lambert in front of the net. Pokes it in from Tate's cross. And it's 3-3, and the Ice Stadium roars with relief more than anything. Panthers back on terms, Ross Lambert. Third period about to get underway. It's Nottingham Panthers 3, Peterborough Pirates 3 at the Ice Stadium. All to play for in this third and final period. Here come the Panthers. Plenty of time, not under much pressure at all. Lambert's got space in front of the net, they're just knocking it around nicely. Loads of time again. Cross it comes, Lambert at the far post. Well, Ross Lambert was never picked up. He had an awful lot of time in front of the net. And then he just peeled away and came back in and slotted in at the far post. 4-3. Panthers in front. Panthers in possession with plenty of time as they've had all the way through this third and final period so far. Just drop back off the stick. Across the ice, Andre Marlowe, yes! You don't mess about when Andre Marlowe's around. As soon as it went to him, the shooting chance was there, and as soon as he shot, it was a goal. 5-3. Panthers with a bit of breathing space, and at last the quality starting to tell. 80's challenged out of it. But he has it back again. Good, so it's a great save. Thought it was in from Lambert. Super save. Still loose though. AD, yes! 6-3. Paul AD. The first one deserved a goal. It was a super save from the Peterborough keeper. But Paul AD doesn't give up, and that's 6-3. Peterborough trying to work an opening. Still time for them perhaps to get back into the game, but they need a goal quickly. 6-3 down. They were in it right to the end of the second period, but then the Panthers have stretched away in this last one. Here's Paul Adey. Across the ice to Lambert, and that's 7. Ross Lambert slots home Adey's pass, and when those two get going, no team in the league can stop them. Adey's pass, Lambert's finish, and the Panthers home and dry. That'll go loose, worth a chase, but always blue with the favourites there. They come forward, Peterborough, looking for the opening. At the far post is Mackie, who shoots and scores. Not much noise in the ice stadium, but Mackie makes it 7-4, reduces the arrears by 1, and Peterborough, well, they've got something out of this third period. Doyle, crunching challenge on the boards again. As Peterborough still come forward, looking for an opening. Can't find one though. Panthers bring it clear. Shot will come in, good save, and that's just about the end. There's the hooter, final score, 7-4 in favour of the Nottingham Panthers. A couple of games on the road, including a 13-2 hammering in Cardiff and a 5-3 win over Bracknell, saw the Panthers return to the ice stadium for a game against high-flying Murrayfield Racers, with all their danger forwards. Game is underway at the ice stadium, and it's already frenetic. Going to be one of those nights by the looks of it. Pacey start. Panthers will bring it out of defence, or at least they'll try to. Murrayfield keen to keep them under pressure at all times here. Very fast start indeed. And Hand is in there causing havoc, and he might wrap it round, and he has. And Tony Hand had just one defender with him, and he shrugged him off. The puck went loose. Another shot, that one hit the post. And Murrayfield turning on the pressure, leading by that Tony Hand goal to 0. Up in the air, end of the first period. The Panthers trail by 1-0. Panthers on the defensive in this second period, but there's a chance to break here. And it's Ross Lambert, that's a good save. Unlucky Ross Lambert, he did well there to work the opening. It's fallen to Cernic, and Cernic scores! 1-1, elation at the ice stadium. Cernich finished well. And it's level. Now the Panthers starting to play a little bit better. Hunt, Lambert, 2-1. Simon Hunt just laid it off for Ross Lambert. And it's 2-1 to the Nottingham Panthers. They've reversed a deficit. Panthers attacking again. See if they can get clear air between themselves and Murrayfield. And all of a sudden, it's at the other end. Shot is charged down. But it's hand in front of goal again. And he got the right side of the defenders, or the wrong side as far as the Panthers are concerned. And it's level. Across the face of goal again and dangerous. But cleared. Doyle does well in defence. Rhodes, Lambert, now with Hunt. Down the left for the Panthers. Right across the ice to Cernich. He's done it again. Carbon copy of the first goal. And he's put the Panthers ahead by 3 goals to 2. Cernich, another cracking finish. All sorts of things going on in front of the Murrayfield goal in this third period. Across it comes again as the Panthers turn on the pressure again. Webber behind the goal, battling hard against 2 defencemen. But it's gone clear. Hand is battled out of it. And the Panthers can spring on here. They do. Webber, clear through. Well, suddenly the chance opened up for Randall Webber. Nobody picked him up. He was clean through on goal. And look at that, that's what it means. It's 4-2. It's a 2-goal lead for the first time on the night. Here come the Racers, trying to get themselves back into it. Shot is charged down. Oh, the rebound's gone in. And I think it was Richard LaPlante who picked up the rebound. Tony Hand's original shot. And LaPlante planted it in. Pardon the pun. Panthers still struggling to get it clear. And the shot will come in. And still they can't get rid of it, the Panthers. They need to. 4-3. They lead. But it's still around, and it's Hand again, who equalises for Murrayfield. Tony Hand's hat-trick. And not long left. Panthers have been pegged back into it. And a late Murrayfield equaliser. Well, what have they got left? They're coming forward again. Looking dangerous. Here's Cernich. Backhand. Yes! Oh, he scored. Time is almost run out. And Cernich has put the Panthers back in front with a backhand. It's 5-4. They were 4-2 ahead and got pegged back. But it's 5-4 now. And Cernich has scored a hat-trick. And just look at the elation. They can't believe it, the Panthers, and I don't suppose that Murrayfield Racers can either. Time just about up. And Murrayfield with no goalkeeper on, trying to rescue another equaliser. But I don't think they'll do it. Time is running out. That's it. Didn't need to say anything. Panthers have won it. Panthers 5, Racers 4. 4 away games and only 1 defeat later, it was back to the Ice Stadium for the visit of Basingstoke. 10-1 at Peterborough, 10-4 at Teesside, 2-2 at Whitley, and a 6-5 defeat at Sheffield had followed that win over Murrayfield. Well, Basingstoke have been the visitors to the Ice Stadium before, and this season, and we haven't seen too great a game. Remember that quarter-final of the Cup, a 2-2 draw here. Dour stuff, and it wasn't much better down there. Panthers winning that one by 4 goals to 3. But, the Panthers trying to get off to a good start here, and they have done with Andre Marlowe. He scored. Panthers lead by 1-0 early on in the first period. But we've seen the odd goal before. Let's hope the Panthers can build on that goal start in defending at the moment. Trying to get it out of their own defensive zone, but Basingstoke doing a good job keeping it in there. But now the white shirts can break. And they have done, and look at the space here. Oh, that's a fine goal. And it's a goal for Ross Lambert, who now does the dance steps. He enjoyed that. One end of the rink to the other, and it just opened up for him. And the Panthers have a 2-goal lead. Back in the Beavers' defensive zone, where it spent quite a lot of the time, the puck today. And that's given away, and here's Paul Adey, and that's 3. You don't give it away to Paul Adey in front of the net like that and expect yourself not to go a goal down. Or a further goal down, it's 3-0. Basingstoke on a rare attack. The Panthers have really taken control of this one. And forward they come again. And it's across the ice to Lambert. Oh, what a finish. He lashed that into the net for 4-0. And Lambert's second of the game. Panthers in possession again. Way back in their own half. But that can change so quickly. Across the face of goal, and Lambert almost on the end of it for 5-0. Still the white shirts have it. The shot is from Waghorn, and now it is 5-0. And Basingstoke, quite honestly, don't know what on earth has hit them this afternoon. It's not a Merry Christmas for them. Into the second period. Panthers still leading by 5 goals to 0. The Basingstoke drum still beats. But for how much longer? Coming forward here, diving tackle goes astray, and Dave Graham does a good job. Waghorn and Dawkins getting a bit involved, but there's more involvement here, and it's Slater and Perkins. Simon Perkins and Grant Slater. And the real old set to. Linesman down, keeping them apart. Slater's up first, and Slater having a go at the linesman, and that's enough to end his involvement in the game this afternoon, I would think. He's still trying to get back to Perkins, and that's the end of him. See ya, have a nice shower. The appeals as Basingstoke were waiting for the penalty, but Trickett's taken it from one end to the other. And Panthers almost caught them out there. Back in front of the net. There's Marlowe's shot, and Trickett now gets the goal. Well, I don't think the Beavers had ever woken up. They thought there would be a penalty earlier, there wasn't. And Trickett flicks in Marlowe's shot. 6-0 to the Panthers. Basingstoke, if they are to get anything from this game, which seems unlikely, need to score quickly. But it's looking more like the Panthers who are going to score with Paul Adey. They have. And that's 7. And it's turning into a procession. Adey makes it 7-0. It's only his second, believe it or not. But the Panthers' 7th. Basingstoke hammering up the ice again. Dave Graham out of his net. And just knocks it to Doyle. And the Panthers could launch another assault out of their defensive zone. And look at the space for Paul Adey. You can't miss that, surely. He hasn't. Well, I could see the space from here. So what on earth were Basingstoke doing? 8-0. And the Panthers are rampant. Third period about to get underway. Panthers leading the Beavers by 8-0. The result is not in doubt. Here's Twait. Oh yes! Well, there's a nice wraparound for you. Mark Twait makes it 9. Found himself with a bit of room behind the net, carried it in front of the net and wrapped it round for 9-0. Panthers forward again. Paul Adey. Oh, well, it's come off the end of his stick. Not often you see that happening. He was just thinking about shooting. But once again, having given possession away, the Panthers win it back again so easily. Adey was clobbered a little bit after it had gone there, and Waghorn in front of the net forces it in. Graham Waghorn gets his second of the match, and the Panthers 10th. Double figures are up. Panthers lead 10-0. Come Basingstoke, it's Redmond. Fires the shot in that goes a long way wide. But the Panthers haven't got it clear. Whistle tries a shot. Comes to Redmond, who hits it, and it's in! They've got one back, which is a nice present for their vociferous support. 10-1. Quiet Ice Stadium after the 10 goals from the Panthers. At Basingstoke, for the first time, starting to get into the match, but they've left it just a little bit late. Here's Redmond again, and he scored again. 10-2. Well, that's a better goal this time. Fine effort from Tony Redmond. Shot comes in again. Panthers have stopped scoring, but the result's not in doubt. Just the score. Basingstoke suddenly look like they can score again. Here's Conway. Kevin Conway scores. And that makes it 10-3. Kevin Conway restores a little bit of pride to Basingstoke. Forward come the Beavers again. 10-3 down. Panthers are going to win this one with relative ease. 10-0 up they were before a late surge as the clock ticks away. And the game is over. Final score 10-3. Two away games followed at Teesside and Humberside, and they ended in 2 defeats. Next visitors to the Ice Stadium were local rivals, the Sheffield Steelers. Steelers had already beaten the Panthers by a single goal in the 2 previous meetings. What would it be this time? The game gets underway with Sheffield in black and the Panthers, as usual here at the Ice Stadium, in white shirts and black shorts. And you could certainly say it's a charged atmosphere once again here at the Ice Stadium. Few early challenges going in, and bumps off the puck, and there's another one. Millie and Hunt already getting involved. There's only a minute and a bit on the clock, almost 2 minutes, and the officials in quietening things down. Perry Doyle's in there as well, and this could get nasty now. It is getting nasty, and it's Perry Doyle and it's Neil Abel. And once again, a Nottingham against Sheffield match degenerates into a brawl. Well, it's more than a brawl. Down they go. And now the linesman will wade in. And, well, if that was Act 1, here's Act 2. Simon Hunt and Les Milley have gone centre ice. Gloves off, helmets off, and here we go. Well, almost 2 minutes on the watch. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Still no score. And Panthers and Steelers are unable, it seems, to have a decent hockey match without having a fight in it. Last time it was Paul Adey and Ivan Matulik amongst others. Les Milley was involved then as well, I remember, with Matt Trickett. And as Doyle is shepherded off and Abel has no shirt, Les Milley and Simon Hunt go down. And Millie's lost his shirt too. He gets 2 shirts to 0 in favour of the Panthers. And look at the state of that. It's more like a battlefield than an ice rink. Now the Panthers come forward. The early shenanigans forgotten. Or maybe not, as there's another hefty challenge off the puck. But Sheffield able to clear their lines and bring it forward. It's back across the face of goal, and Panthers in trouble here. Need to clear their lines. Haven't cleared their lines yet. Still loose and in. And the visitors take the lead. Scott Neal got the final touch. It might have been former Panther Odderline's shot. Here come the Panthers. The shot comes in, but it's wide, and Steelers will take it away out of the danger area. And they'll take it into their opponent's danger area, and Steve Nemeth will finish off for 2-0. And the Steelers have the upper hand again. 2-0 to Sheffield. And the Panthers need a goal back. And, well, that almost ended up in the cameraman's lap. Period draws to a close, with the cameraman more involved than the Sheffield keeper. Well, the second period, well, let's hope it's a little bit more peaceful than the first period, but let's hope for a couple of Panthers goals in it too. Here's Waghorn behind his own net and under pressure, and does well under pressure, and finds Ashley Tate away down the Panthers' right. And Tate shoots, oh, and it's in. And at last, the Ice Stadium crowd has something to cheer about. Ashley Tate fires in from the right-hand side. And the Panthers are back in it at 2-1 down. And come all the way back, and it's nice and easy. Cross from one side of the ice to the other. Left for Lambert, comes to the far side, and 80 popped up on the near post and makes it 2-2. Well, a goal out of nothing really, and Paul 80, well, he's there again. Shot comes in, flicked in by Trickett, and the Panthers have the lead, and the Ice Stadium goes absolutely crackers again. Shot came in from miles out and Trickett flicked it in for 3-2. Into the third period, the Panthers leading by 3-2. Come back from 2-0 down, that early setback. But in trouble at the start of the third. Able to clear their lines, well, half clear their lines, and now they do it completely. Poor lady under real pressure. Look at that, just pushed over by, I think it was Shudra. And now Odderline thumps Lambert onto the ice as well and carries it forward, this ex-Nottingham Panther, Selmar Odderline. And he gets it back, fires it across. Plummer at the far post has scored the Sheffield equaliser. It's 3-3, and we have a match on our hands now. The shot comes in, but the Panthers are able to break clear here, and they can go one end to the other, and the shot goes just wide, but it's picked up by Lambert on the halfway line. Past one challenge and hits it. Oh, well, what more do you have to say? On the halfway line, skipped past a couple of challenges and just smacked it, and the Panthers are in front again. 4-3, Ross Lambert. Panthers have it in where it matters again. Another shot is cleared. Here's Paul Adey out on the Panthers' left. Gives it to Lambert. Still loose in front of the net. And it's Paul Adey backhanded. Roof of the net. Panthers have a 2-goal advantage again. They lead 5-3. And Adey, with the back of his stick, flicked it high into the net. 5-3 to the Panthers. Are they at last going to get a victory over their local rivals? Well, here's Paul Adey again. And still Adey, and still, and shoots, and it's flicked in. Did Adey score at first? Well, if he didn't, Simon Perkins certainly made sure it crossed the line, but what a wonderful piece of skating from Paul Adey. It's made it 6-3 and put the result beyond doubt. Adey's in, getting involved again. I'll let the crowd count it down for you. There's the hooter, and that's the noise that greets Panthers' first victory over Sheffield this season. They've done it by 6-3. Super night at the Ice Stadium, one long remembered, I'm sure. Away games at the Scottish weekend followed, a win at Fife, but a 5-6 defeat at the hands of Murrayfield. Next up, back at the Ice Stadium, the league champions, Cardiff Devils. Rip-roaring atmosphere again at the Ice Stadium. We've had Sheffield down here, the local rivals won that. But here's a chance early on, and it's in! Paul Adey scored against the league champions in the first minute. Cardiff Devils a goal behind. Wonderful start, and that's got the Ice Stadium on its feet already. Super stuff. Wonderful start then at the Ice Stadium. Cardiff forced to clear their lines again. Waghorn picks it up behind his own net. Gives it to Paul Adey, scorer of the goal. He's through again, Adey shoots! 2-0! Unbelievable start at the Ice Stadium. And the Cardiff Devils find themselves 2 goals down. Very early on indeed. Wonderful stuff from Paul Adey. Brabant behind his own net. As Cardiff try and recover from that early setback. And they try and do it here. But the hooter goes for the end of the first period and denies them. And the Panthers still lead by those 2 early goals. Waghorn is clobbered in the corner. Still comes out with the puck though, with help from his teammate Cernich. But it's back with the red-shirted Devils. Right back deep inside their own half. They won't stay there long. They've come forward a long way. Shot is just wide. And the rebound, and it's flicked in. It's Cooper, I think, who got the final touch. Ian Cooper. Cardiff coming forward again. Another shot. And it's gone just wide, but still the Devils trying to get themselves back into this game. They went 2 down early on. Now it's 2-1. The shot comes in. Now it's 2-2. It's Mickey Chin who scores for the Devils. It's with Cardiff again. They've really got this game by the scruff of the neck in the second period. And forward they come again. And that is in the net. And that's Rick Brabant who scored it. Keeper went in the net as well. But Rick Brabant puts the Devils in front for the first time tonight. And it's 3-2. Another shot, and the Panthers in trouble again. And once again it was a Devils forward who was quicker to the rebound. Hilton Ruggles this time makes it 4-2. I guess it's why they're league champions. A 2-0 deficit to a 4-2 lead. And they have the puck again. Now it's with Waghorn. And he just dumps it forward. And he's got hit a little bit there by Paul Heavey, I think it was, the Cardiff captain. And well, this could develop into something serious. Getting used to it at the Ice Stadium this season. But this time it's Graham Waghorn and the Cardiff skipper Paul Heavey. Always has been a noted hard man as Heavey. But off he goes into the sin bin. I'm sure Waghorn will follow him. And off he goes, not only into the sin bin, but for an early night. But still, the Panthers trail, having led in that dramatic opening to the first period. Premack hits it down the ice, but they're in trouble again here, the Panthers. Across the face of goal, and in by Cooper. Ian Cooper gets his second of the night to make it 5-2. Into the third period. Across it comes, still loose in front of the net. But eventually saved. 80. Does well to score. Well, he seems to find angles out of nothing. He was on the goal line then, Paul 80, and still managed to flick it in. It makes it 5-3 and reduces the arrears slightly. Gives the Panthers a glimmer of hope. Cardiff come forward again. It's quite a stiff check. But it's one Panthers possession. And here's Paul 80. And his shot is saved by Wood. And that is the last action of a game which the Panthers have lost to the Cardiff Devils by 5-3. Well, that defeat was followed by another the day after in Cardiff, where the Devils ran out victors by a wider margin of 7-2. But next up were the Peterborough Pirates, who'd already been stuffed a couple of times at the ice stadium. Panthers looking for another big win then today as the game gets underway to make up for those 2 defeats last weekend at the hand of Cardiff. Face off in front of the Peterborough bench. And it's given away and the shot comes in and it's gone in from Simon Hunt. Given away in front of the net. Hunt scores early on for the Panthers. It's 1-0. Good start. Now can they build on it? In trouble as Peterborough come forward again, but it's nicked and the Panthers through here, or they were through, they still are, and it's still loose in front of goal. Won't fall for them. Will it fall for Rhodes? It will fall for Rhodes at last. Well, comedy of errors really. Desperate defending from Peterborough and it wouldn't fall, but eventually Rhodes sticks it in and it's 2-0. Well, the Panthers led 2-0 last week here against Cardiff. They lost 5-3 that day. But surely the same thing isn't going to happen again. Panthers come forward once more. 2-0 to the good, and the shot this time is from Twait. And the same thing isn't going to happen again, because that makes it 3-0. Good stuff, the Panthers, good value for this lead. Into the second period with the Panthers 3-0 ahead. Andre Marlowe with a lot of time, but not that much. Now it's Webber. Across the ice. Back to Marlowe. Back to Webber again. Lambert busying himself behind the net. There's Webber's shot and Lambert flicks it in. Shot from the blue line. And Ross Lambert just got a little touch on it to make it 4-1 and 4-0 rather in the second period. Lambert's touch, very effective. Panthers coming forward again, trying to find a shooting opportunity, but they can't. And the Pirates can break out of defence here. All the way to the other end. And there's a chance, and it's in. And it's Mark Salisbury, the number 17, who scored for the Pirates. He found himself with quite a lot of space at the far post. Made no mistake. Still loose. And the Pirates are right back in it at 4-2. And it's Salisbury again, who scored. And again he had space in front of the net. Surely the Panthers can't let another lead slip like they did last week. Well, who knows? They lead 4-2 still. And they're on the offensive. And the shot from Premack is not cleared. An 80 in front. And if you don't clear the puck and if you leave it loose and Paul 80's on the ice, there's a chance that you're going to go a goal behind. And that's 5-2 to the Panthers. Nottingham 5, Peterborough 2. In this second bit, another shot comes in and a good save this time. And here we go again. It's a regular occurrence at the Ice Stadium this season, I'm afraid. And it's no good trying to work out who's involved, because they all are. Simon Hunt, I think, was there at the start of it. And he's certainly the one that's been dragged away. Waghorn peels off. Jamie Penn is in there, so's Dale Jago for Peterborough. Third and final period. Panthers lead it by 5-2. An attack to try and increase that lead. Shot comes in, good save. Still loose, but it's a bad pass and it's gone all the way back into the Panthers' defensive zone. Now here's 80 with a chance. Oh, that's a fine goal in the end. Well, it looked as if the move had broken down when it went all the way back to the defensive zone. But they recovered, gave it to Paul 80 and said, there you go, Paul, do your best. And he did, 6-2. 80. Back out to the blue line. Chance of a shot. Closed down well, though, by Peterborough. And Peterborough could nick it here, but they haven't. Here's Lambert for the Panthers. Nice crisp passing, and he's got it back, and he scored! Beautiful 1-2. And Ross Lambert does well, and takes the credit quite rightly. 7-2 the Panthers lead, and the result now beyond doubt. Chances on here. Keeper's gone miles out. What's he doing? Well, he's got away with it because Peterborough are going forward. But he might have got caught out for a little while there. He didn't, and Jago has scored. Well, I wonder if the keeper will claim an assist. Probably touched too many players between him and Dale Jago, but it's 7-3. The arrears reduced to 4. But that should still be well beyond Peterborough to get back into this game. Panthers clearly the stronger side. And coming forward again. Good save. Gone loose. And Simon Hunt picks up the rebound. And makes it 8-3 to the Nottingham Panthers. Behind their own net, and they'll bring it out again with 80 on the halfway line, and Panthers bearing down again. Good save, and Jago behind his own net gives it away. Hunt in front of the net and scores at the second attempt. Keeper did well. Dale Jago committed suicide behind his own net, and Simon Hunt says thank you very much, gets his third goal of the night, and the Panthers lead by 9-3. As time ticks away, Panthers 9, Pirates 3. And the Panthers just wasting time behind their own net, under no pressure. And they give it away thanks to Perry Doyle. Win it back, and the hooter goes to signify a super win for the Panthers. 9-3, they've beaten the Peterborough Pirates. It was followed by 2 games in 3 days against the Basingstoke Beavers. First of all, a 5-all draw in Basingstoke, and then on a Tuesday evening, Basingstoke with the visitors to the Ice Stadium. Shot comes in, that's a good save. as the Panthers trying to make early pressure count, but the Beavers able to clear their lines. And caught in possession. And here's Bellinger, and he scored. Mario Bellinger puts Basingstoke in front as the Panthers commit suicide, lose possession, and there was never really any doubt that that was going in. Panthers, all sorts of excitement here early on. As they go close, it's end-to-end stuff. Bellinger fires in a shot which is saved. And the Panthers able to clear up and break. Right down to the other end where Paul Adey shoots, and Paul Adey scores. And it really is a firecracker, this one. End-to-end stuff. And Adey makes it 1-1. Into the second period. 1-1. Not enough goals for a game which was more exciting. And Basingstoke coming forward again, trying to find a way through. And were beaten here recently 10-3. They were 10-0 down that day. And the Panthers could score here as well. Will they? Yes! Well, it looked for a moment as if they might mess it up, but Randall Webber got the final touch to put it across the goal line. And they lead 2-1. Panthers will win the puck again. Right back deep in their own half with Adey. And he gives it to Lambert. Back to Adey again. And these two get going. The opposition's usually in trouble. And Ross Lambert scores. Well, that was a well-worked move if ever I saw one. From one end of the rink to the other. Most of the work done by Paul Adey, but Ross Lambert gets the goal. Bellinger for Basingstoke, right behind their own net. But they can spring on here. They have done, right to the other end. Laid across the blue net. Here's Bellinger again. His shot is flicked in. And Basingstoke have dragged themselves back in it. It's 3-2. Long-range effort is easily held. And the Beavers have it behind their own net again. One's checked out of it there, but they've carried on going. And Anthony Page is at the far post. And all of a sudden it's 3-3. And Basingstoke have parity. The Panthers are shell-shocked. Well, 3-3, the Panthers need to do something here. And sooner rather than later. Right over in the corner. And they're not going to score from over there. But Adey's behind the net. Now Adey's in front of the net and wraps it round. And gives the Panthers the lead back at 4-3. Well, space is at a premium here. So when Adey saw an inch of it, he took it. Basingstoke having trouble clearing their lines here. And across it comes to Trickett, who scored. And who makes it 5-3. And gives the Panthers that 2-goal lead again. Matt Trickett scores his first of the night. It's 5 to the Panthers, 3 to the Beavers. Forward they come again with, well, a good shot. I thought it had gone in at first, but it hadn't. Now it might. Rhodes trying to turn it in. Couldn't. It's with Lambert. And Lambert's robbed. And the Beavers could break here. And they have done with Bellinger. And has that gone in? Yes. Mario Bellinger gets his second of the night. And the Beavers fourth. Some hefty challenges still being played around, and Rhodes. Well, my eye was on the challenge, the puck at the other end of the ice, and Nigel Rhodes gets on the end of, I think it was Paul Adey's pass across the ice, and scores the Panthers' 6th. 6-4 the Panthers lead it, with Basingstoke coming forward again. This has been one of those where you're never quite sure which way the pendulum's going to swing. But this could mean it swings Panthers' way. Nigel Rhodes scores again. And they have a 3-goal lead. It's 7-4 to the Nottingham Panthers, and that ought to be enough. Nigel Rhodes is second on the trot. And the clock counts down, with the Panthers leading by 7-4 across the face of goal. But surely, even if Basingstoke do score, it won't matter, they won't score. It's 7-4, the final score. A comprehensive victory for the Nottingham Panthers. There were more victories on the road after that. Peterborough went down 9-7 and Fife went down 4-3 as the Panthers got right back to form. And then it was the Bracknell Bees at the Ice Stadium. Well, the Bees, not surprisingly, in black and yellow. And the Panthers, as always, in black and white and gold. So similar colours for these two sides. Tough challenges early on, as has always been the way, it seems, at the Ice Stadium this season. Here's Cote. And will he get the return? He will get the return inside and shoots, and Bracknell lead. Good stuff between Cote and Graham Garden. And Garden's return pass, just a little flick inside, and Cote finished it off. Panthers trying to get themselves back into it. Rhodes is behind the net, lays it wide. Playing nice possession stuff, the Panthers. It's out with Paul Adey. Now it's with Rhodes again. There's Lambert. There's a goal. Lambert found some space in front of the net. Rhodes found him. And it's 1-1. Panthers are level. Another long-range shot. It's loose in front, and it's in front. Ashley Tate got the rebound. It was a long-range effort that the keeper couldn't hold. And Ashley Tate flicks it in and gives the Panthers the lead for the first time tonight. It's 2-1. And the white shirt should bring that away, and they do. Eventually, it wasn't as clear-cut as we thought, though. Across the face of goal and just behind the attackers. But Bracknell crowded out of it again. Here's Paul Adey. And he gets his name on the score sheet. And Bracknell are going the same way as Fife and Peterborough and Basingstoke and Peterborough again went. It's a cracking run, this. End of the first period, the Panthers leading the Bracknell Bees by 3-1. A goal down early on, but Ross Lambert, Ashley Tate and Paul Adey have ensured a 3-1 lead. Harry Doyle picks up the loose puck. And Matt Trickett tries to find Simon Hunt, couldn't. Webber's in there challenging, and Webber gets the loose puck, and Webber scores. Well, shouldn't give the puck away in that position at all, and Bracknell did, and Bracknell paid, and they're now 4-1 down, and Randall Webber's on the score sheet. Bracknell trying to work a way through, still can't. Waghorn doing the defensive duties for the Panthers. Bracknell keep it in, shot comes in, Butler, but suddenly there's a break on here, and it's Webber, and Randall Webber gets his second. Webber scores to make it 5-1, when all the pressure was at the other end. Bracknell on a power play, and it broke free. Another shot comes in. It's all Panthers at the moment. Waghorn from the blue line, causing trouble. But Bracknell able to play their way out for the first time in quite a while. And here's Rimsha, and Andy Rimsha makes it 5-2 and gets the boos from the crowd. Not surprising, he's the hard man. Marlowe forward, but Ady won't reach that. And Bracknell bring it out of defence as the second period comes to a close. It's 5-2. Premack in a chase, and Premack wins the chase for the Panthers. Gets himself in a spot of bother and then gets himself out of it. And it's still loose, and it's gone in. And it's Paul Ady, I think, with the back of his stick at the far post. Bracknell couldn't clear their lines. It was loose for ages, it seemed. And Ady it was who stuck his stick out. It's just wide. As Bracknell, I don't quite know what was going on there, but Darren Durdle stuck on the boards, and that's a long-range effort from Wilkie, and it's gone in and caught everybody by surprise. Durdle was stuck on the boards, complaining to the referee, and Wilkie broke clear and scored. Cote without a stick, I think. Still the Panthers lead 6-3, and the Panthers have won by 6-3 against the Bracknell Bees. Another scalp is added to the ever-growing list of Panthers victories. 6 games unbeaten, and the next visitors to the Ice Stadium were lowly Teesside Bombers. They'd only won 4 times all season in 30 games. Panthers pushing Teesside back into their own half. Ian Young, of course, in goal for Teesside, formerly with the Panthers. And it's the red shirts of Teesside who go forward, and the red shirts of Teesside who take the lead. An early lead, and it's another former Panther, Todd Bidner, who slaps home for 1-0. The bottom club leading, but the Panthers in possession. Bringing the puck away, but they've lost it centre ice, and here come Teesside again into the danger area. Bidner at the far post, and across the face of goal, and in by Gary Dowd. And the Panthers are getting a rude awakening here. 2-0 Billingham lead. Face off again in the Panthers' defensive zone. Shot comes in. Goal! Scott Young. 3-0 to Billingham. And there's growing unrest here at the Ice Stadium. Billingham with only 4 victories before today. Calling them Billingham, it's Billingham or Teesside. But here's Delay. Tim Delay has scored, has he? Yes, he has. The light comes on. And it's Tim Delay who makes it 4-0 to Teesside. A disastrous first period then for the Nottingham Panthers. Best forgotten. And they trail 4-0 at the end of it. Teesside on the attack again. Across the face of goal. And well, can a white shirt get hold of it? Been able to so far. It's been a poor start, but now they can, and they can break with Paul Ady, and he goes for goal, and he scores a goal. And Ady gets things moving at the start of the second period. 4-1. Teesside then with that hefty advantage from the first period. But here's Premack for Nottingham. Skates easily into the opponent's half and gives it to Simon Hunt, who scores! Premack found Hunt. Hunt found the net. Scoreboard says 2-4. Panthers coming back into it at the start of the second period.
And 14 seconds. 2-2-1-4.
There's the announcement. 22-14. Across the face of goal again. The Panthers have got their tails up now. It's still loose. And Lambert going in a little bit strong. And too strong for Stephen V. Johnson's liking. The Teesside number 12. Bit of a scuffle in the corner with most of the players involved, but it's Johnson who's the main culprit, and he's the one who's having to be restrained by both linesmen there, trying to keep him away from Ross Lambert. Lambert did come in and hit the goalkeeper quite hard, skated in late, but the reaction's a little bit over the top. In fact, the reaction's an awful lot over the top. Johnson's pushed away. Well, all sorts of goings on. After quite a good game early on as well. Remember, Teesside still lead 4-2. 4-0 up, but wobbling a bit in this second period. Johnson goes off.
12 red. 2 + 2 for roughing and +2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 4 for the Bombers, Scott Young, receives a 2-minute penalty for roughing. 4 red, 2 minutes for roughing. For the Panthers, number 9, Ross Lambert, receives a 2 + 2 for slashing the goalie in his crease.
There we are. It's the decision. And quite fair enough, I would have thought. The Panthers have possession. It's Marlowe who shoots. It's loose in front.
2 + 2 for slashing the goalie in his crease.
Panthers still coming forward. 80 with the shot. Now it's with Webber behind the net. Back out to Rhodes, who shoots. Still loose. Still with Rhodes, who shoots again. Another good save by the keeper. But still it's with the Panthers with Webber. And now with Rhodes, and this time it's in. Well, it's his third shot on goal in that little spell of play. And it reduces the arrears to 4-3. Incredibly much better second period for the Panthers than the first was. 4-0 down, it's now 4-3. It's a good challenge by Andre Marlowe. And he picks it up off the goalkeeper. And Marlowe's away here down the left-hand side for the Panthers. And still Andre Marlowe. Oh, what a goal! One end of the rink to the other. And Andre Marlowe scores the equaliser for the Panthers. It's 4-4. What a comeback. Panthers still going forward. But Garth Premack will have to cover a lot of ice to get there. He does well. And Dave Graham gives it him back. And the Panthers can break forward again here. And at the far post is Lambert. And there is Ross Lambert. And that's 5-4. That's the Panthers in front. And skill is beginning to tell. An incredibly lazy first period for the Panthers. Saw Teesside 4-0 up, but now 5-4. Teesside have it. Playing it around nicely again. But trying to get themselves on terms. It's Windridge who's forced it in. Paul Windridge. A wraparound goal to make it 5-5. And maybe this one's not all over. Bombers back in their own defensive zone again. Trying to force it clear, and they have. And Doyle is the defence man who's in trouble, and Tim DeLay goes in, and he scored. Well, the net obviously moved after the puck had crossed the line. Goal is given, and it's 6-5 to the Teesside Bombers. Well, Panthers, having dragged themselves back into it, now find themselves behind again. It'll be another test of character, but they've shown how easy it can be. Here's Paul Adey with a shot. The puck is still loose, and it's forced in by Adey. Picks himself up off the goal line. Goal is given. Panthers back level again. It's 6-all. This is turning into some period. 6-2 in this period. Doyle for the Panthers. Forced back on the defensive again. Here's Premack. And finds Webber, and Webber finds Hunt. Fine goal, well worked. Good stuff by the Nottingham Panthers, and Simon Hunt scores and makes it 7-6 to the Panthers. Oh, another goal. Shot came in from Andre Marlowe from wide on the left. He can't half hit them. And the Panthers lead 8-6. It means that they've won this period 8-2. So the third period, all to play for at 8-6. And it's 9-6. And it's so easy for Paul Adey. And that's a hat-trick for Paul Adey, as the Panthers go 9-6 in front early on in this third period. Well, it was a battle early on for them, but they now have 3 goals of an advantage. That ought to be enough. 9-6. They scored 8 goals in the second period alone. And now they come forward again. And the shot comes in, it's rebounded. Lambert shoots, scores! Super turn from Ross Lambert. His second of the night makes it 10-6. It was loose off Ian Young's legs, and Lambert turned it in. 10-6 the Panthers lead, and they are pouring forward now at the start of this period. It's wonderful stuff. It's almost turning into a practice match. Across the face of goal, Simon Hunt, good turn, good shot, super goal from Simon Hunt. That's his hat-trick. Adds to Paul Adey's earlier, and it makes it 11-6 to Nottingham Panthers. Wonderful turn and a shot into the roof of the net. Well, turning into a rout. 11-6, the Panthers lead. And they're coming forward again. And it's in front of the net again, and it's Simon Hunt again. And no sooner has the announcer finished giving out that it's Simon Hunt's hat-trick, but he scored his 4th. And the Panthers lead 12-6. Teesside forced back on the defensive again, as they have been for almost the whole of the second and third periods. That's a good save, and the Panthers move themselves quickly up the other end of the ice. And if Adey gets on the end of this, there's trouble. He has, and there is. 13-6. It is a procession. It is a rout. The Panthers are rampant. Adey gets his 4th. It is 13-6. And it's gone in again. Well, the Panthers are scoring goals where you don't expect them to. Ashley Tate found it so easy from the face-off, and he just poked it across the line. 14-6. Start of this period, it was 8-6. That makes it 6-0 so far. Another shot goes in. This time it's a rebound picked up by Waghorn, and it's 15-6 to the Nottingham Panthers. And it is getting embarrassing for the Teesside Bombers. 15-6 Waghorn. Teesside defending again. hardly time to draw breath in this period. It's 7-0 so far in the period. Teesside with a bit of space to get it clear, but not very far clear, only to the Panthers' blue line. They're back in it again though, and here's Paul Adey, and that's another goal. That's 16-6, and that's Paul Adey's 5th of the night. There is just no stopping the Panthers now. It's like a practice match. Teesside hang their heads. Back in front of the Teesside net again. They just don't seem to be learning. 16 goals to 6. And 8-0 in this period. And the Panthers coming forward again. And it's across to Adey. And that's another one. It's 17-6. And that's Paul Adey's double hat-trick. That's 6 for him. 17 for the Panthers. Well, you wonder if this is ever going to end. It's been a wonderful second and third period. 0-4, 8-2 the first 2 periods. And now it's 9-0 in this period so far. And the Panthers win it again, and here's Ross Lambert's. Oh, that's 10-0 this period. And that's 18-6, and that's Ross Lambert's hat-trick. And it's getting more and more difficult to keep up. 18 goals to 6, the Panthers lead against Teesside Bombers. I wonder if there's ever going to be any end to this scoring. Teesside string a pass together, which is more than they've been able to do for the majority of this game. And forward come the Panthers again, and here's Paul Adey, and that's his 7th goal. And it makes it 19-6. 11-0 in this period. And, well, the magic 20 is in sight. They score 20. I think the roof is going to come off this ice stadium. They lead 19-6. Time beginning to tick away. But, well, can they get it?
2 minutes
I wonder.
left to play. 2 minutes.
2 minutes they have. You heard the announcer. Here's Perry Doyle. Here's still Perry Doyle, and that's it. That's the 20th. That's the one the ice stadium wanted. And they couldn't have picked a better person to score it. Perry Doyle gets it. Gets off the mark. It's 20 goals to 6. It's a rout. So Teesside playing out time. They will be quite happy, I think, to hear the final hooter. They've been beaten 12-0 in this period alone. 8-2 in the previous period. They won the first period 4-0. It means the Panthers win by a massive 20 goals to 6 against the Teesside Bombers. What a night at the ice stadium. Nottingham Panthers 20, Teesside Bombers 6. It means the Panthers' run stretches to 7 games unbeaten. They'll have to go some to top this one.
And the highest point scorer for the Panthers with a 3+5, Ross Lambert. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 Man of the Match awards, and these are presented by Celia Mitchell, and they're from our team sponsor, which is John Smith Bitter. And the Bombers Man of the Match goes to Todd Bidner. And the Man of the Match for the Nottingham Panthers goes to Simon Hunt. We have one more presentation, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, on behalf of National Power, the Best Young British Player Award goes to Randall Webber. Thank you.